Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro and the Houston Oilers. And we are underway from Houston. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. As the drive continues, it's a 1st down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They go play action with Hurts. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown! Darius Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers are on the board first here this afternoon. They they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Fields now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One play action. Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Able to shake it off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Huskies are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Taking it right down Broadway. Big strides, look at him go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Hurts. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you probably take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw, Fields. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now, back, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They find some open field here. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. For his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Oilers are able to widen their lead in this first half.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The York on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
18 Riley.
Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold at 22. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
On first down, Hurts. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Gallup in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing is Hurts. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
Got it. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
York able to send this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Pass to 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Cardinal.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
18 Rattler. 19 Lions. 19 Kites. 19 Kites. 7 Pirates. Go.
Fields on 1st down. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. They're
touchdown! Trey Palmer. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Huskies are able to cut into that deficit. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 63. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down, here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Nixon now from his end zone. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Fields able to get away. They'll roll him out right. That's taken in by Palmer. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
No touch that. That's right.
In motion left goes Allen.
No touch that.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hey, 73.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know
you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Fields. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
60 Maverick. 70 Ranger.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Oilers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. That is caught. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Broncos. Dragon 60. Go.
And one last throw here for Fields. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.